Hi guys, my name is Yash. I'm a ECPA certified business analyst, and today we'll be continuing with our 47th question of our BA interview series. So let's begin. What if the interviewer asks, how do you collaborate with developers and QA using tools? So I'll answer. As a business analyst, I collaborate closely with developers and QA teams to ensure that the requirements are clearly understood, implemented, and correctly and tested effectively. I primarily use Jira for managing user stories, tracking tasks, clarifying requirements through comments, and monitoring defects or change requests through the sprint lifecycle. For documentation and knowledge sharing, I use Confluence to maintain detailed requirements, business rules, process flows, acceptance criteria, and meeting discussions so that all teams have a centralized reference point. I also actively participate in agile economies like daily stand-ups, sprint planning, sprint reviews, and defect discussions to ensure continuous alignment between business, development, and QA teams. During testing phases, I work with the QA teams to review test cases, validate acceptance criteria, and clarify requirement-related queries to ensure that the final solution meets business expectations. In my CraftCart project, I followed a similar collaborative approach while working on features like payment retry logic and order workflows, ensuring that requirements, process flows, and testing scenarios remained aligned across all stages. Overall, effective collaboration tools help improve communication, transparency, traceability, and deliver quality across project teams. So as you can see, as a business analyst, I collaborate closely with developers and QA to ensure that requirements are clearly understood, failures are implemented correctly, and testing is aligned with business expectation. So first, I use Jira for collaboration and tracking. I primarily use Jira for managing user stories, sprint tracking, backlog management, task update, and defect tracking. I also use comments and Tricket in Jira to clarify requirements, answer developing query, and track change requests through the sprint lifecycle. Second, I use Confluence for documentation. I use Confluence to maintain BRDs, FRDs, acceptance criteria, business rules, process flows, and meeting notes. This gives developers and QA teams a centralized reference point for all project-related information. I actively participate in daily stand-ups, sprint planning, backlog refinement, sprint reviews, and defect discussions. These meetings help ensure continuous alignment between business, development, and QA teams. During the testing phase, I work closely with the QA teams to review test cases, validate acceptance criteria, clarify requirement-related doubts, and verify whether defects are actual bugs or requirements gap. During UAT, I also help business users validate the solution against business expectations. Whenever developers or testers have questions, I explain workflows, walk through process diagrams, discuss edge cases, and provide business context. This reduces misunderstanding and improves delivery quality. In my CraftCart project, I collaborated with developers and QA teams while working on payment retry logic, inventory validation, and order workflows. I used Jira style tracking for user stories and defect management. I use Confluence style documentation for business rules and acceptance criteria. I also worked with the QA teams to validate testing scenarios for payment failures, retries, and order confirmation. This ensured that the requirement process flows, and testing scenarios remained aligned throughout the project lifecycle. Effective collaboration tools help improve communication, transparency, traceability, and deliver quality between business development and QA teams. Overall, effective collaboration tools help improve communication, transparency, traceability, and deliver quality across project teams. Remember that. Okay? So, as a business analyst, I collaborate closely with the developers and the QA teams to ensure that requirements are clearly understood, implemented correctly, and tested effectively. So, I hope you all learned something from this. Thank you so much for watching.